Today we're going to be talking about trends that I think we should leave in 2024 and not bring into 2025 with us because I'm done with them. No, that's so dramatic to say. I think it's a fun conversation to talk about trends that I'm kind of overseeing or over participating in or don't want to see anymore, for whatever reason have a negative reaction to. And I think my one caveat about talking negatively about trends is you can literally wear what you want. This is just a silly fashion video on the internet that probably less than a few thousand people are gonna see. And it's fun for me to talk about fashion, and I think it's fun to talk about trends we like and trends we don't like, and that's why I separated my two videos. This is going to be trends I don't want to see anymore in 2025, and my other video, either posted before this or posted with this, I'm not sure how I'm going to post them, is going to be trend predictions for 2025 in a more positive light. If you wear any of the trends I mentioned, keep wearing them. The best thing we can do is wear the clothes we already own. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I can really say. It's now up to you however you want to interpret my opinions, but my opinion means nothing if you don't care. This is just a fun conversation, and if you agree, great, let me know in the comments below, or if you disagree, also let me know in the comments below. But if you're new here, my name's Lindsay. I love talking about thrifting and fashion content. I'm just fashion school for 5 years and I work in fashion, so that's my credentials. The first one I have struggled myself to try and get on is styling sneakers in a serious way. I don't know what it is with me and sneakers, but running shoes, whatever, trainers, whatever you want to call them, but like my brain doesn't work in the sense that I would never choose to put a pair of sneakers with I would never choose to style a pair of sneakers with an outfit. I think I just can never visualize how a sneaker could look good over like another shoe. Like, I love ballet flats, I love loafers, I love boots. Obviously a sneaker is the most comfy shoe, and that is literally my problem because in my pain that I will have to go through by not wearing a sneaker because it is a comfy shoe. But I just can't seriously style them with anything. I don't like them. The idea of styling sneakers, we need to like collectively agree that it's not that cute. Like, I feel like I'm crazy when I say this because so many people are like, oh my god, the new collab Adidas Samba in this colorway. I'm like, a colored sneaker is like my worst nightmare because I just don't want attention to my foot. The one shoe that is sneaker-esque that I still want is a Puma ballet flat-esque shoe flat situation, or a sneaker because it's so sleek. I think the ones that I love that if I had to buy a shoe right now that was a sneaker, I do have Adidas Sambas. I do wear those in a less serious way if it's more of a chill outfit, but I'm never like intentionally styling my Sambas. I would get the silver Taekwondo Adidas shoe. I think those are actually fun. I think a silver would help me see it less as a sneaker, and the no laces would also help me see it as less of a sneaker. So that is my one shoe. I don't like a chunky sneaker. Worst nightmares, those Fila's from 2020. If you still have them, please wear them. I don't know. I can't get behind. I styled them maybe in a few outfits in 2021, but since then I cannot seriously look at a sneaker and be like, yep, that is gonna be my shoe of the day. If somebody has like the same opinion, please let me know, because I feel like I'm crazy in saying that because there's such like a thing to style as sneakers, like sneakers. But I think like a skinnier sneaker is really cool. I don't know. I'm gonna have to maybe experiment more. I feel like I haven't experimented enough with sneakers. That's probably the reason I don't like them, but my mind can always change. My mind may change in 5 days. I don't know. My next specific one that I don't like is when a microtrend and a microtrend have a baby and become a huge trend, and feels like everyone needs to get this one piece of clothing or will die. It looks so much like a microtrend. It bothers me so much. And that is those cheetah print jeans. I think objectively, if they weren't such a microtrend, maybe they could be cute, but like my version of a cheetah print jean would be like a vintage low-rise fit rather than like a baggy jean. Because if it's a baggy cheetah print jean, we're gonna see those in 5 years and be like, yep, the baggy jean of the early 2020s, and in a cheetah print, of course, because that was trending. Like, it looks like a microtrend. I'll never want to participate if it's like 2 microtrends in one, because it just, to me, it looks cheap, and I don't shop fast fashion, so I'm never gonna find that unless I find it at the thrift store. I just don't like those, and that's just like a prime example of like a microtrend and a microtrend put in one. It just becomes too microtrendy, and I can't get behind it. I can't think it's cute because it's the fast fashion brands that are selling it. Like, that is not the vibe for me. Okay, another one I feel like we need to like be over at some point is styling puffer jackets as like an outfit piece. And I'm not saying I know puffer jackets are practical. Trust me, I live in the second coldest capital in the world, Ottawa, right now. Anyway, like there's so much snow here. It's so cold. It's like 10 degrees colder than Toronto. I know what we need is a puffer jacket. That is like, I have an Aritzia long puffer jacket, but I'm not taking that and styling an outfit with it seriously. To me, when I want to put together an outfit, it's either I put in the effort or I don't put in the effort. And I'm never going to put in the effort to style a puffer jacket. I just don't think aesthetically they are a styling piece. And I think that's okay. I think it can be a functional piece, but I think evidently, I think it doesn't ruin the outfit, but it's just like, it's not the epitome of fashion. And if we're styling a puffer jacket, I'm never going to make like a styling a puffer jacket video unless it was like a cold weather outfit video that's more practical. Like it's not a fashion piece, it's a practical piece. I think that distinction gets blurred for some people. Just the blurring of that distinction for me doesn't make sense. Like I don't know, why are we styling puffer jackets as like an outfit piece? I don't think they're that cute objectively, and I would never go my way to style one. Yes, practically, obviously you have to wear a jacket, but I think there's so many other versions of jackets if you care to look a bit more put together. Get a long wool coat as like your daily jacket for work, unless I'm not saying go out and buy something, but I think there's just better warm jackets if you're going for a stylish look. My next one is that I just have never been able to get behind is a high-waisted, super high-waisted baggy jean. I think anything high-waisted these days really does not vibe with me. I just don't think it works on my body type. And I love a low-rise pant. This like me 5 years ago would have hated to hear this. I think low-rise is so much more comfortable. Nothing's digging into your stomach. It's how I love a jean. I love a low-rise baggy jean. I think a high-rise baggy jean, when it's baggy from like the waist and it just isn't fitted at all, I think just like swallows me. I can't see that as like a cool piece to wear. I think it's too baggy, and at that point it's just too much. It's like swallowing me. And I think 2020 was the epitome of like the baggy high-waisted jean, because we started high-waisted and then we went low-rise. So I think just like a super high-waisted baggy, super baggy jean, I don't understand. Okay, the next one's gonna be a bit controversial because I know how much people love this in the summertime, is boxer shorts. I was maybe on this wave like 3 years ago. I wore them once outside, and to be fair, this was a pair of thrifted boxer shorts, unworn but thrifted. They're just such a thin material. I just think if you sweat in them at all, it's like, it could be breezy and comfortable for some, but I can never have it not look like a sleeping short. Like to me, it's not, again, a piece I would ever style because I don't like the piece in itself, and I think any version of them is not the vibe. My version of a boxer short that I love is a bloomer. I think those are so fun, more feminine and more my vibe. And I have so many pairs of vintage ones that my grandma had, and I just love it. I love bloomers. I've been wearing them since 2021. And I think maybe you either love a boxer short or you love a bloomer. So I love a bloomer. I just don't understand boxer shorts. I don't think they're comfortable. I don't love the look of them. I think they're always gonna look dressed down, and that's not really my vibe. I don't love looking too dressed down if I'm like intentionally trying to style an outfit. My next one, I am not a hat person. I have never loved a baseball cap or a trucker hat. I've tried, it doesn't look good on me. I love my fur hats. I love a beret, but I think trucker hats, I just think we've overdone it with them. Like I think they've been put with every single kind of outfit, from fancy to non-fancy to dressed up to not dressed up, that I'm a little sick of them. I think they look they're not like the most practical hat either, because they're normally loose or just like not worn to actually protect the sun. I don't know. I just think, again, it makes it look dressed down, and that is just not my style. So I'm overseeing them, but if you wear them, please continue to wear them. I think a baseball cap is more chic because it's more practical. It's fitted on your head and it can actually like block the sun. I want a Yankees baseball cap. I know how basic that is to say after saying I don't like trucker hats, but I think in my version of a trucker hat would be a baseball cap if I had to have something. I think it's more practical if you're going to the airport and you just want a hat. I don't know. I just think I would gravitate towards a baseball cap more than a trucker hat, just because I think it looks too big on my head. A trucker hat, I've tried, trust me. The next thing I think is honestly out, or on its way out, is a crop top. And I think you can definitely still wear a crop top in very specific parameters. And I think a crop top looks good if it's super cropped and you have a super high-waisted pant and you have to have some midriff. But I think just like a crop top and a high-waisted piece. It's just not the proportions that I'm going for anymore. I love a long tank top and a low-rise pant, skirt, whatever you want to call it. I'm so over the high-waisted crop top, and I think crop tops are just uncomfortable. I always want to pull something down, and I think just having a top that covers my stomach rather than a pant covering my stomach is more comfortable, so I can pull it down and then nothing's like digging in at my waistline. So I think just crop tops, more juvenile, not really my vibe. Probably as I'm getting older, that's just, if you're like 18, go for it, but that's just where I'm at with crop tops these days. Okay, my next one is a little like redundant because blazers are never going to go out of style, but I think we're seeing the resurgence of tighter fitted blazers and crop jackets. Just tighter jackets, especially for the springtime, those like tighter jackets that you think in like 2006 that somebody would wear to their job. It's like the vibe I'm thinking. Like I could probably insert so many photos. I have so many tight jackets, and I think it's just fun because it's like basically like a top for me. Like it's like a piece you'd probably wear throughout the day, and it's just more fun. I think it's more sophisticated, and especially with the way we're going with like low rise, I think like a tighter jacket that's maybe a bit cropped can look so good on with like a tank top under or a top under, blouse under. I don't know. I just think a tighter jacket, tighter blazer also, rather than like an oversized jacket, rather than like an oversized blazer kind of died, I guess, with Jerv Avenue. I still have my oversized blazers. I'm not getting rid of them. I think they can work maybe for like a more formal outfit when you have a dress and you just want like something to throw over. It can look just like a formal jacket. Objectively, when I'm styling a piece, I gravitate more towards a tighter blazer that I can wear as a top rather than an oversized blazer. I thrifted a suede damier blazer and I wore it as a top to like a holiday party. I love it. I think it's so fun, and I think it's just kind of where we're going with that. Okay, another thing that I hate, it's not even like a trend, it's literally just a style of boot, and that is an ankle boot. That is like a heeled ankle boot. Specifically paired with a mini skirt, it makes your legs look so short. It's just never something I can get behind. I love a knee-high boot till I die. I will always wear a knee-high boot now. I've had my fair share of ankle boots. I have a pair of ankle boots, but I'll only wear them under jeans when the toe is sticking out. Or like a mid-calf boot is okay, but like an ankle boot that like doesn't really come up your ankle or your leg at all, not the vibe. I just can't get behind an ankle boot. I just don't think you can pair it with anything besides a long pant. And like obviously that makes sense. I see so many at the thrift store, I'm like, I love the toe of that shoe, but I would never wear it without a pant. So it's hard for me to get behind ankle boots when you can only have like one use for them. I'd rather just buy a knee-high boot that I can use to wear with skirts or other things as well. I am an ankle boot hater, I guess. But yeah, those are my things that I don't want to see in 2025. Kind of a variety of like specific niche micro trends to just things that don't work on me. And I think I've tested these items, maybe besides the sneakers, on myself, and I just don't like them on myself. I think it's a fun conversation. If you agree or you disagree, let me know in the comments below. This is not meant to be directed at anyone in particular. I think it's a fun to talk about fashion and trends, and if you like these kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video or on my TikTok or my Instagram.